So, how's everyone doing today? Well, we've got a interesting machine here in the studio today. This is a Sawtooth G4 from 2000-2001 Gigabit Ethernet model. I've never actually seen a Gigabit Ethernet model, but here it is. It's a dual 450 megahertz G4. And I don't know if it even works. So what you see here is you see the actual machine, and as you take notice, optical drive and a Zip 100 drive in the graphite style case of most of the G4s, the early G4s. And then, as an added bonus, we got the 17-inch studio display, or cinema display. I'm not sure, what is this thing called? Okay, it is a studio display. So, this was a freebie tossed in with the computer, and I even got the original keyboard. Now, I did not get the original mouse. I do have a mouse for it that actually matches. So, the display is missing the rear foot, as is kind of typical with these machines, but that's minor. Truthfully, I wasn't expecting it at all. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to try to power it up and see if it even works, because I have no idea. I was told it does, but I don't know. I don't even know what's in it. I know it's got a 30 gig hard drive. Okay, so now we're going to see if it works. This is going to be a fresh test for me. I haven't even turned this thing on yet. So we're going to see if we hear the magic. You know, just for shits and giggles, we're going to do it from the monitor. I hear a really pathetic sound eking from the machine. And I hear a very, very loud hard drive coming on. So, let's take a look at the screen and see what happens. Well, I do see something barely on the screen. It's almost like the backlight's out on the monitor. Or it's just really, really dim. We'll have to wait for macOS to load. It is booting. I see an Apple. No, the backlight's working. It's just very dim. The brightness must be turned all the way down or something. So let's see what happens here. Oh, apparently somebody just loaded macOS on it. That almost looks like 10.3 maybe. Oh no, I guess it is 10.4. Oh no, Panther 10.3. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, you gotta type in all this miscellaneous stuff. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So now I got the machine all set up. It is running. And we take notice here. We have a dual 450 megahertz PowerPC G4. My camera is having a focus problem. And we have a whole 640 megs of memory. And a very, very noisy 30 gigabyte hard drive. I mean, this thing bangs away. So, I know it has an airport card in it. And it is running OS 10.3.9, which is Panther. So, we have two processors of 450 megahertz. PC 100 DIMM, which I believe is what came with the machine. And then there's a 512 meg in a second slot. And there's two empty slots. For video, we're going to take a look here. We have a Rage, looks like a Rage 128 with 16 megs of memory. Wow, we're cooking with fire there. And Quantum Fireball 27 gig, 27.96 gigabytes or 30 gigabytes. And it does have a DVD-ROM, so I can install OS 10.4 no problem. And a Zip 100. And for the airport card, it has a regular airport card. I haven't connected it to Wi-Fi. So, and it does have a 56K modem. So, not too bad. It's actually pretty, believe it or not, it's actually pretty perky considering it's got less than a gigabyte of memory in it. The speaker's shot, but that's minor. So at this point, we're going to shut her down. And you see the screen does work. It only does 1024 by 768. It's only a 17-inch. It is pretty good. I mean, it's crisp, clear, you know. It's nothing to write home about, but I mean, it's not bad. It's got a good screen. It's got a good backlight, you know. So, now we'll take a break here, crack open the side of the computer, and we'll take a look inside. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, we got some scuffs on it. Nothing terrible. The lighting over here is horrible. And then come around back here. I apologize, I'm not using my normal camera I use for this kind of work. I'm using my big Sony, so. And as we see, it says 450 megahertz dual processor, 128 megs of RAM, 30 gig hard drive, DVD. Oh, it does have DVD. I didn't even see that. 1000 BT, which is Gigabit Ethernet, and of course a keyboard, which I have. So, on the back, we got 2 FireWire ports. Here's your Gigabit Ethernet, 2 USB 1.1s, audio in and out, and then a 56K modem, which became useless about 10, 12 years ago. So, and here's an interesting little tidbit. It says PowerMac G4, assembled in USA. So, kind of cool. And we can open this sucker up. And as you see, we got 4 PC 100 DIMM slots. 2 are used. I have more memory I'm going to try shoving in this. This is the dual processors. I'm not going to take this apart. So, and we have an AGP Rage 128 card. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put a Radeon 9600 in here. At least I'm going to try. I'm not even sure if a Radeon 9600 will work. Of course, I'll lose the ADC functionality, but that's not a problem because I have other monitors to use that are actually better than the ADC displays. See here we have 1 hard drive. There's actually 3 bays in here. Actually 4 bays. There's 2 here, and then 1 here, and 1 here. And the interesting tidbit about this is these machines, you could put SCSI cards in, and you could run SCSI hard drives in them too. They make great servers, so I'm told. So, and down here, it's hard to see, but there's a PC card slot here with a airport. And this is the original airport, the 802.11b, so it's a whopping 12 megabits a second. It is slow. Trust me, if it comes to Wi-Fi versus Ethernet, we'll take Ethernet any day. I don't particularly care for Wi-Fi anyway. So, these things are always a pain to put in. So, but here it is. We're going to do some upgrades on it. And fart around a little bit. The intention is to make this a dual boot OS 9.2.2 and a 10.4.11 system with as much goodies and goodness in it as I can. I'm going to try to max the memory out. The memory max is at 2 gigs. And I have 4 PC 100 slots to do that. So that's the only thing I'll probably have to source is some memory. I have a video card. Radeon 9600. I have a USB 2 card I'm going to put in here. And I might put a SCSI card in just for the heck of it. So, and You see it's got the original power supply. All the shielding. This thing's never been modified, really. It looks like the only thing that's really been done to it is the memory's been upgraded and the airport's been added. And it's very possible that was done by Apple before it was even shipped. So there's the Sawtooth, a quick introduction. And check out for my next video coming soon where we upgrade it. And try to cram as much crap as we can in this thing and go from there. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and have yourself a lovely day.